Yeah, yeah. When my fear was louder than my faith, and every step I took felt like a risk I couldn't take. I was frozen in the moment, overwhelmed by what could be. Every thought a chain that tried to capture me, till your word came like a roar breaking through my doubt, silencing the lies that filled me with fear and doubt. And I felt a courage rising, not from strength that I could claim, but from trusting in the power of your name. And you gave me victory. You are stronger than my fear, Lion of Judah, you are here. Every shadow has to fall when I hear your mighty call. I was measuring my future by the weakness I could see, letting fear define the limits set on me. But you showed me I am not confined to what I feel, for your truth reveals what's real. You have not given me a spirit built on fear, but a power, love, and mind that's clear. And I held on to that promise when anxiety would rise, letting truth replace the fear within my eyes. You are stronger than my fear, Lion of Judah, you are here. Every shadow has to fall when I hear your mighty call. Every time I faced the moment I was tempted to retreat, your word would rise within me, giving strength to stand on feet. Not because the fear was gone, but because it lost control, for your truth had taken hold. And I learned that courage is an absence of the fight, but standing firm within the light. So I stepped into the unknown, trusting all that you have said. And I walked where once I feared to tread. You are stronger than my fear, Lion of Judah, you are here. Every shadow has to fall when I hear your mighty call. Every lie that tried to paralyze me lost its grip when I stood upon your truth and did not slip. For your word became the weapon I would use to stand, not by might but by your hand. And the fear that once controlled me slowly faded in your light, as I kept declaring truth within the fight. Now I face what once would break me with the confidence that's new, for the Lion of Judah stands with me through. You are stronger than my fear, Lion of Judah, you are here. Every shadow has to fall when I hear your mighty call. Let my life reflect the courage found within your word, so that those who feel defeated may be stirred to rise wars within my soul each day, driving every fear away. You are stronger than my fear. Hey, 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 hey. Lion of Judah, you are here. Hey, hey. Every shadow has to fall, Hey, hey. When I hear your mighty call, roar within me, make me stand. Strength is found within your hand. Lion of Judah, I believe you have given victory.
Oh, yeah. I didn't understand how faith begins to grow when all I saw before me only told me no. I was waiting for a feeling strong enough to stand, something I could hold on to with my own hand. But you showed me faith is deeper than what I can see. It is formed by every word you speak to me. And as I listened closely, something started to arise, a quiet kind of strength I could not deny. Faith comes by hearing your word, for you are the King of Kings, the Most High One. Even when I cannot see, your truth is building faith in me. I was trying to believe with nothing solid I could hold, but my thoughts kept contradicting what I'd been told, till I started hearing clearly what your word declares is true. And it slowly changed the way I looked at you. For faith is not a moment, it's a process that is formed by returning to your truth when I feel torn. And the more I kept on hearing what you've already said, the more I felt my doubt begin to shed. Faith comes by hearing your word, for you are the King of Kings, the Most High One. Even when I cannot see, your truth is building faith in me. You reminded me that faith is not dependent on my sight, but on trusting what you've spoken as the light. And though circumstances tried to prove another way, your word remained the truth that I would stay. So I held on to each promise like a seed within my heart, knowing faith would grow, though it might start small. And I realize what I hear will shape the way I stand. So I chose to trust your voice above the land. Faith comes by hearing your word, for you are King of Kings, the Most High One. Even when I cannot see, your truth is building faith in me. Every time I chose to listen over what I felt inside, I was strengthening the place where faith resides, not by forcing my emotions into something they're not, but by aligning with the truth that can't be far. And I felt a deeper confidence begin to take its place as I stood upon the strength of your grace. For the faith that I was seeking wasn't far away from me. It was formed in every truth I chose to see. Faith comes by hearing your word. For you are King of Kings, the Most High One. Even when I cannot see, your truth is building faith in me. And now my story stands as evidence of faith that grew from truth, and not from what I saw, but from what I knew. And though the road still stretches and I don't see every end, I no longer walk in fear of what may bend. For I've learned to trust the process of believing what you say, even when the outcome feels far away. And forever I will stand on every word that you decree, for your truth has built unshakable faith in me. Faith comes by hearing your word. For you are King of Kings, the Most High One. Even when I cannot see, your truth is building faith in me. Let me hear and still believe every truth that you reveal. King of Kings, I will stand. Faithful Father, I was drifting like a tree without the ground. Every storm would shake me deeply, every fear would pull me down. I was searching for stability in things that could not last, trying to hold my future while still haunted by my past. Till your promise reached beneath me like a root I couldn't see, holding me in places far too deep for me to be. And I felt a quiet strength begin to rise beneath the pain, as your word became the root that would remain. Rooted in your promise I stand, faithful Father holds my hand. Even when the winds may rise, I am steady in your word. I was rushing for the answers, trying hard to make things grow, but you showed me deeper growth is something time will show. Not an instant transformation, not in something quickly seen, but in roots that grow in silence deep beneath the unseen. And I learned to trust the process, even when I couldn't tell if anything was changing or if I was doing well. For your promise was still working, even when I felt delayed, building building something strong that would not fade. Rooted in your promise I stand. Faithful Father holds my hand. Even when the winds may rise, I am steady in your word. You reminded me that time is not measured like my own. For what you planned in faithfulness will surely be grown. And those seasons come and go, and leaves may fall away, the root remains unshaken through every day. So I held on to your promise, even when I saw no change. Trusting what you're doing goes beyond my range. And I felt a deeper confidence begin to take its place as I rested in the strength of your grace. Rooted in your promise I stand. Faithful Father holds my hand. Even when the winds may rise, I am steady in your word. Every storm that tried to break me only proved what I was in. Whether I was rooted deeply or just holding from within. And I saw that your foundation held me stronger than I knew. Even when I thought I would not make it through. For your word became the anchor underneath my fragile frame, holding me through every trial and every flame. And I realized the strength I feel is not from what I've done, but from trusting in the promise of the Son. Rooted in your promise I stand. Faithful Father holds my hand. Even when the winds may rise, I am steady in your word. Now my story stands as evidence of roots that have grown deep. Through the nights I thought I'd lose the ground beneath my feet. And those seasons still will change, and storms may come again. I no longer fear the pressure or the wind. For I know the ground beneath me is unshaken and secure. And the promise that you've spoken will endure. So forever I will trust you in the growth I cannot see. For your word has rooted life inside of me. Rooted in your promise I stand. Faithful Father holds my hand. Even when the winds may rise, I am steady in your word. Roll me deep, let me stand, rooted firmly in your hand. Faithful Father, I remain in your promise through the rain. Living word, living me. What I once read became alive inside my soul. What was distant turned to power that completely made me whole. Every line I used to study now was breathing life in me. Not just knowledge I remember, but a truth that set me free. In the quiet of surrender, I began to understand that your word is more than letters. It's the movement of your hand, and it reached into my brokenness like a distant memory, quoting truth without the power of what it could really be. But she showed me transformation isn't just in what I say, it's when your word begins to shake me in a deeper way. And I felt it in my choices, in the way I start to see that your truth is now the lens that's forming me, not just something I believe in when I need to find my way, but the life I'm living daily in what I obey. The word became life in me, living word set me free, not just written, now alive. Your truth is my life. You declare that in the beginning was the word that gives all life, and I saw that same foundation now was ending all my strife. For the word that formed creation is the word that formed my heart, rebuilding every broken piece and giving me a start. And I realize your presence is not distant, it is near, living through the truth you planted here. So I yielded to the process of becoming what you said, and the word that once I read raised what was dead. The word became life in me, living word set me free, not just written, now alive. Your truth is my life. Every lie that tried to claim me started losing all its ground when the living truth within me made a louder sound. For your word is not defeated by the doubts I used to feel. It is stronger than the wounds that never seemed to heal. And the more I kept receiving what you've spoken over me, the more I stepped into identity. Not the person shaped by fear or by the past I couldn't hide, but the one your living word defines inside. The word became life in me, declared, for the living word in me has prepared. The word became life in me. Living word set me free. Not just written, now alive. Your truth is my life. Live in me, breathe in me. Let your word become my life. Living word, I will be shaped by truth for all.